There, does that fix it? Okay. A bunch of stuff broke. My audio's broken. I imagine you guys can't hear the game right now either. But you can hear the game. Yeah, I just saw that you guys in chat were like, why is Nev not saying anything? Nev muted. Yeah, I don't know. OBS updated and it fucking disconnected everything. Hello, everybody. I was saying hi to everybody. Hello. You guys couldn't hear the music earlier either. I was like, oh, you guys can't hear the music. Let me fix it. I didn't even check that the rest of it was also broken. Does combat discipline... does Citrine's passive trigger Argon intensify? Is that why I put that there? Title is like saying grass is green. This title is based on the Soulframe stream that I did earlier. 2 days ago. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Yeah, true. No, I did the Soulframe stream the other day. And there was one dude in chat who was just like bitching at me because I was like just voicing my like frustrations with like the state of the game and its current, like, you know, how it is with Soulframe, because Soulframe's not completed, it's not done yet. And I was just kind of talking about it, and I was just like, well, you know, like these are problems, whatever. And this fucking guy was just in my chat just bitching about it. He's like, it sounds like you clearly don't like the game. It sounds like... And it's like, bro, like, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck are you? Who are you even talking to? Go away. Fucking annoying ass chud, dude. I'm getting a phone call. God damn it. Give me a second, chat. Yo. What day is Friday? Yeah, that's fine. Nah, I'll take the extra hours because he cut my Friday anyways, so I'm net negative. Yeah. $3 o'clock? Alright. Yep. Later, homie. Ugh. Ugh. It was my coworker asking if I could cover his shift. I said yes, because he's a good coworker. Anyways, the guy was just bitching, right? He was just complaining about me complaining. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck there is to complain about, frankly, but I think you're a fucking loser and a chud. And it made me realize, like, that's the same, like, sort of overly defensive behavior that, like, Warframe players have, you know? Like, Warframe players do that shit, and it's so fucking embarrassing, because it's like, you're sitting here fucking defending a game, fighting for its honor, when I'm just voicing some opinions about it that, like, frankly, like, yeah, they're negative, but obviously it doesn't mean I don't like the game, because I'm fucking playing it, you know what I mean? Like, if you had a fucking functioning brain in your head, right? And you saw, like, oh, this guy is playing the game, and he's talking about some of the things he didn't like about it. That must mean that there are things that he does like about it. Otherwise, he would just say shit game and move on. Right? Like, it's not that fucking hard to comprehend. Like, anybody else, you put them in that situation and they're gonna go, oh, okay. So those are the things he doesn't like about it. Let's wait to see what he does like about it. Because, obviously, I sunk a shit ton of hours into it over the course of one day, and I sank even more hours into it on stream. So obviously there's something about the game that I am liking, that I am interested in, that I'm willing to fucking put up with, even though clearly I have some other issues, right? But it's like this fucking, like, mouth-breathing troglodyte couldn't even comprehend that. And it's like, who the fuck, like, who invited you to the conversation at this point? If you don't fuck with the other person on the other side of the screen, then just leave? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, why are you gonna sit here, come into my stream, and bitch at me because I didn't like something about a game? Bro, clearly, I'm still here because there's still something I want to fucking... Like, I still like the game. Like, what are you here for? fucking retards, bro. And it's just like, it's shit like that that made me realize, like, those are the people that piss me off the most in the Warframe community. It's those individuals that drive me up a fucking wall, because I always get stuck dealing with them for some reason. Who the fuck are you losers in the Warframe community that come into my stream or into other people's streams to fucking keyboard warrior defend the honor? I gotta fucking tell this guy how I feel about his criticisms. Shut the fuck up and go away, bro. You're a nobody. Nobody fucking cares. Like, I don't get it. I don't get what possesses these fucking actual hobgoblin individuals to come in and fucking and whine at me, bro. Shut up. You're fucking gay chuds. Go pull your ass crack out on fucking TennoCon on a cosplay concert, bro. Like, fuck off. Holy, dude. These fucking losers, bro. I really do, like, as time goes on, I always say it. I'm always, like, so bitter about Warframe players. I always talk about how much I hate Warframe players every fucking day. Every fucking time I think about Warframe players, I talk about how much I hate them. And every single time, there's not a fucking beacon of hope in this community. Nobody in the community fucking proves me wrong ever, bro. They never do it. They never pull up and be like, you know what? I'm gonna be the person that makes Nev's day. I'm gonna be the guy that makes the Warframe community a better place. No, they're always fucking retarded. People that piss me off most in the Warframe community are those who don't want to make the effort, but they want all the rewards, so they ask for stuff to be nerfed until you can AFK at it. And then those same people will go on fucking Twitter and also complain, or they'll also be like, if you like AFK strategies, then you're a fucking chud, and you should stop playing the game because you clearly hate Warframe and fun. And it's like, which is it, dude? You want the game to be AFKable or not? Like, fucking pick a struggle, bro. Which side of the bus are you on, homie? Context for title: I was playing Soulframe the other day, and some fucking little chud came in and started bitching at me because I was being critical of, like, the very obvious flaws in Soulframe, because there's a bunch of shit that was unexpected, or unexplained, excuse me. And it was just, like, very confusing and very frustrating trying to figure out, like, certain game mechanics. Like, there's a whole thing where you have to go and collect these golden history motes in order to, like, learn the language of the area. And nowhere, literally nowhere is it explained anywhere that they're, like, cephalon fragments, where they're random as to how many spawn in an area, and they're on a timer as to when they spawn. So you just have, like, no way of actually knowing, like, how much you need, or, like, where they are, how to fight, like, nothing. They're not explained at all. And they're mandatory progression for one of the story-driven quests. That's, like, a good example, right? There's, like, a million things that are like that. A million mechanics that are just, like, what the fuck? Like, this just isn't explained, and this is, like, some super important shit? Like, there should be tooltips, there should be pop-ups, there should be text somewhere, some kind of tutorial information somewhere, and there should at least be some effort to point... Even if features are changing, right, and features are constantly getting updated and changed, there should be somewhere that is a collection of just text that is just, like, tutorial information or tooltip info. Even if it's constantly changing, that's fine. There should still just be tooltips in the game, because you can update a tooltip description constantly. Even if a tooltip's outdated, it's still better that it's there because the effort is there, right? But it's like, it's not there. And that was my main criticism. That was my only criticism of Soulframe, realistically, is that there's just no tutorial for the game and I don't know what's happening. That's it. It's a fucking pre-alpha. Shit's gonna change. I still like the combat. I still like the game balance. I still like the gameplay. I like the environments are very pretty. There's a lot of things I liked about it. But this little fucking chud comes into my fucking stream and bitches at me for, like, 20 fucking minutes. He was just there fucking whining at me. Go the fuck away if you don't like what I have to say. I'm gonna be critical of the fucking game. And then he was like, well, if you didn't like it, why'd you buy the Paragon? Why'd you buy the thing? Because I do fucking like it, you retard. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with Warframe players, bro? I don't get it. What is wrong with these fucking people that they genuinely don't have neurons firing? Why the fuck would I pay for something if I didn't like it, bro? Fucking what is wrong with you? Like, I don't understand these people. They genuinely ruin everything. They ruin the gameplay for somebody else. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand how fucking stupid you have to be Where is your brain? Like, were you born wrong? Were you dropped? Were you dropped? Were you born incorrectly? You were born out of the mother's asshole, bro. There's no fucking way, bro. Room temperature is generous, bro. They don't have fucking room temp IQ. They don't have IQ. They don't have it. It's not there. Their intelligence is gone. It's missing. It's pretend. They don't have room temperature IQ. That requires them to have an IQ. These are fucking, like, keyboard warriors that have never touched a woman in their lives, bro. I don't get it. Warframe devs are always right. They make the best devs, also best game. Using roar is stupid. Yeah, no, literally. It's like, holy fuck, bro. These people just have, like an actual neurological, like, you know when they did MRI scans and they showed that, like, psychopath brains are, like fundamentally chemically different. Like, they have different electrical pathways in different areas of brain activity, right? And certain areas of the brain are just off. If you did an MRI of the average fucking Warframe player, the whole thing, the whole brain scan would just be like 90% translucent. Like, there would be no fucking brain activity. You know what I mean? Like, 95% of the brain activity is fucking gone, and the 5% that's lit up is the part that looks at the fucking baboon ass of the fucking monkeys that are in, like, on the screen, dude. IQ so bad, shit might be an EDA modifier. I'm glad. No, bro, like, I got filled with so much fucking hatred from that guy. And it just, like, reminded me, like, how much I hate Warframe players. And then I, like, stopped thinking about it, just playing the game, whatever. I went to work the other day, it was whatever. And then I thought about it again today. Like, it was out of my brain, and then it wasn't. It came back to me. Like a fucking, like a ghost in the night, a fart in the wind, bro. I just remembered the scent out of fucking nowhere. And I was just like, man, fuck that guy. Who the fuck was this random ass chud trying to ruin my time? 5% neural activity for butt skins and 5% for copy pasting YouTube builds. I mean, yeah, pretty much, dude. These fucking chuds, dude. I really do hate them. I, like, genuinely do hate Warframe players. In a way that, like, the only word for them is hate. I do think that Warframe players are the problem in the fucking Warframe, like, game. If you play this fucking game, I swear to God, please keep it to yourself and only play with your friends. Do not fucking interact with people. They are the fucking bane. They're the bane of this community. They ruin the experience for new bros by overly gifting them shit so they can't fucking experience the game. So, especially for fucking streamers, whenever it's an up-and-coming, like, fucking big-name streamer, and they're like, I'm gonna try Warframe for the first time, teehee, I'm a mouse VTuber with giant tits, by the way. I'm gonna play Warframe, guys. I'm totally not sponsored. I'm totally not paid to be here by Digital Extremes. I'm totally doing this of my own volition and my own free will. That's why I'm playing Warframe. Yippee, yippee, Warframe's the best game. Awesome, you guys should download Warframe with my affiliate link in the description, but I'm not getting paid to say that, by the way. Fuck off, dude. Like, fuck them all. Fuck every Warframe player. Genuinely, truly, really, honestly, fuck every Warframe player. I hate them all, bro. You know DE hates their player base? Bro, one of them fucking genuinely blasted their ass crack at the TennoCon cosplay concert, crawling around on all fours, being walked on a leash. What the fuck? Bro. I genuinely can't. It gives me a fucking, like, it gives me an actual headache just to think about. It gives me a headache. There hasn't been a better player since my arrival in the Warframe Bros scene. Dude, it's so fucking true, Neru. Neru, it's so true. You gotta come back to Warframe. You gotta save the game from these fucking degenerates, please. Please, you and Disto both. Oh my god, hi Kura, hi. Holy. Okay, so if that's not needed, then I'm better off just doing growing power. Because I get more strength out of it anyways. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Hey Nev, how's the crash out going? I'm basically over it at this point. I had to get it off my chest, bro. Like, I thought about it, and I was just like, fuck these people, man. Fuck Warframe players. Anyways, my concept for this build is really simple. It's basically just... I don't know why it didn't go to burst. It's just this DOT setup on citrine, right? And the idea is that the crystal just fucking gets ooga value out of the, out of this. You can see the DOT instantly fill up, right? Like, it's just nuts. The big thing is, it's not very fast. This is not a very fast setup, and there's not really a way to expedite this DOT. But you can just see, like, how much slash you get out of this. Even if we weren't doing slash in particular, just, like, how much value you get out of the Tau status. Because the Tau status is just such a huge multiplier to, like, proc rate. But I don't know, it's not really, like... It's not fast. Which makes me kind of wonder how it goes against, like, demolishers. Especially since these guys kind of have, like, status resistances and shit. Like, if I load this guy up... Yeah, see, that's kind of what I was worried about. Also, I'm not getting headshots because I don't know where this guy's headshot hitbox is. There it is. There we go. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of heat procs on the guy now that I get headshots. But it's just so slow. It's kind of hard to justify this weapon, in a way. Expedite, you say? Yeah, true. I think the big issue is that, like, as a weapon that does Tau status, right? You also need to kind of have, like, a status effect synergy. So, like, you need to have something like heat going on. Nev, we need an arguing with Region Chat hoodlum stream. No, I'm good. I actually love my family and don't want to... It's just a primer weapon or run 5 zap shards. Stream banned any %. True. Harmony. Harmony could be a thing. The thing about Harmony, though, is that, like, Harmony as a weapon is kind of already good enough to just kill shit, you know? Harmony has, like, a little bit of broken... Especially with, like, melee afflictions and, like, the other bullshit with it. Like, recalculating damage a couple times and, like, re-dipping shit it's not supposed to. Like, if I just spam heavies on this guy... Actually, it doesn't do fuck all to this guy. You might be onto something. Let's see. You might be onto something. Because the actual Harmony weapon does fuck all to this guy. Where the fuck is his head? Can't see his head through the damage numbers, dude. It is, like... DE changed damage numbers one time, and ever since then, they've just been fucking awful. Because you just can't see anything through damage numbers. There we go. Well, he almost died anyways, but... Sickening Pulse also exists. It doesn't refresh... Or, it does refresh Slash, and it also doubles it. But it also doubles and refreshes heat as well. I wonder how much of that I need to... How much of his health bar I actually need to fill up before Harmony just takes it over. Actually, Afflictions doesn't work on these guys anymore, right? So if I only do 50% here, this guy shouldn't die. Or... something else. How much DOT do I need to kill this guy? I don't have enough time for my thing. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that was gonna kill, obviously. Just kind of waiting for Roar to refresh. Wait a minute. Something's really interesting about the Harmony's interaction with the Tau status. Harmony and Tau status are having a bit of a relationship right now, and I'm really curious about it. Because something's not quite behaving the way you would expect it to. Ooh. Ooh. That's just Roar doing that. That one didn't hit as hard, though. Clearly, there's something else going on. Retest with Afflictions. That's a good call. That's a good call for a couple of reasons, actually. Okay, so it doesn't work on this guy. I bet it works on regular enemies, though. Ah. So Afflictions doesn't matter, but you know what does matter, I bet? Status damage. I bet that matters a lot. I bet that makes a huge impact. And I bet... just run that for now and see. Well, I did it out of order, but that's okay. Overguard does... I actually don't know. I need to relook at my notes on Harmony. There was a reason I set this up a particular way. Ah, right. Yeah. There was a reason I did this. That that makes me really curious about a couple things. This might be the play, but before we do that, did out of order again. I don't know what's wrong with me. That builds up fast. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So how much of this do I really need? I can't see through the fucking cat. Doesn't have to be the secondary mode, but it has a higher status chance. And because it has a higher status chance, it makes better use of the status-oriented build, as you can see. I love fucking... I love companions. That's so awesome. He's actually cock-blocking for the guy. That's really cool. I love just the infinite pile of companions slowly building up. God, DE never change. What the dog doing? Why use Sculptor? Wouldn't you have to cast the 3 too much? I'm thinking of not running Roar. In this instance, it also doesn't really matter too much, because this is still going to cost 100 energy with that. However, let me show you guys what I was thinking. I'm thinking of not using Roar. Roar is just here as because it was like it was already a build that existed before. I'm thinking of replacing it. Because frankly, I'd just use a Bane mod instead. We're actually gonna run Astral Shell. What build am I on? Config D for Digma. Start digging in your butt, twin. So I got this really cool tech from Animalistic, one of his videos, because I thought this was a really genius idea. Astral Shell will basically constantly re-trigger Arcane Sculptor, and it basically makes Arcane Sculptor passive. So because this is triggering constantly, because it just, you know, enemies just whatever, they just constantly deal whatever, I feel like this should absorb damage that it deals to enemies to actually like be a good ability, but I digress. But because this is constantly triggering, Sculptor is basically passive, and this is already like a high duration build, so this ability lasts for like 80 seconds, which is great, and you technically get 12 seconds after, you know, whenever it triggers. It's just really good. Citroen's also a tiny bit squishy, not very squishy, but a tiny itty bit squishy, so this is a good survivability tool for her, because realistically shield gating with 270 base capacity is like and putting shield gate mods is also you know what I mean, type shit. Ladies, so that's why I'm wondering, with no Roar, does the crystal count as a companion? No. Would the prismatic companion benefit from Summoner's Wrath? It does not, unfortunately. That one I know for sure, because it doesn't come from the companion. It just follows the companion. It's your ability crystal. It doesn't become the companion's ability crystal. Quilted Rose. Prismatic, the crystal augment. In Ladies, leave me alone type shit. Let me just give myself invincibility and do gunners. I don't know why that's there, but okay. Actually, officers. Actually, no, just gunners. Whatever. The idea, very simply, astral shell, right? Makes a clone. And sculptor is triggered. And it doesn't really need to be, you know? It just happens constantly. They really should make these clones absorb damage, though. I don't know why they don't. I also don't know why it does an impact proc instead of, like, it's a stalker ability, right? So it should be like a slash proc or something. Impact makes no sense. But anyway, Sculptor's active permanently here. Incorrect faction mod, by the way. Something that really sucks about the homing mode from this is that it doesn't hit heads unless you're far away. And the reason for that is that this targets center mass. The homing for this begins 10 meters in a 60-degree cone from the position of your back camera, meaning your angle actually matters. So, when you do camera position, this actually changes how far away your homing is. This changes how far away your homing begins. And also your degree. Don't say my changes. And also your homing angle. Yeah, it also changes your FOV as well. Yeah, or your FOV also matters. It's really great. It's really fucking intelligent, actually. So you can see here, it's just homing on random shit that I'm not aiming at. Very, it also doesn't matter whether you're zoomed in or not, because your camera doesn't actually change position. It's really intelligent design. Huge buff to Orion 4. Yeah, I saw the changes. I'm not impressed, really. I think that for Sirius and Orion, they should each more closely resemble their parents. As in, Orion should use, like, absorb mechanic because Stalker has an absorb mechanic. And should probably have some kind of invis going on. And Sirius should, I don't know, get a fucking job or something. I mean, fucking bum-ass frame. Sucks dick. Not interested in this song. I'm not interested in a fucking somebody else's parody of fucking area math, bro. I just want to listen to area math. Who fucking made this play? YouTube auto-generated playlists piss me off so bad. Just want to listen to fucking area math. What are we talking about? Jade Star's nerf, once again proving anything without LOS is overpowered in this game? Maybe. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I still don't think Jade Stars is actually that fucking good. It's good on Saren. That's not Jade Stars doing the work. It is Saren. Like, it's not that good. I put it on Banshee, and even with turbo buffing from 3 of my teammates, it was mid. Other frames making a copium ability perform. Yeah. It's really not that good. Like, this getting LOS is kind of confusing to me. It's good on Saren, it's cool on Citrine, it's okay but not super good. It's really not. It's not that good. Like, we were using Nidus to buff this, and we were getting 10 procs. Like 1,000% status chance with Nidus. Nidus was making this good. Because Nidus has 1,000% power strength on demand. So sure. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's strong. It's not good. Like, if you need another frame in order for this to kill base steel path enemies in a timely manner, Nidus, Nokko, and Jade. Yes. We had Nidus, Nokko, and Jade. I don't even think it was 1,000. I think it was like 750. And it was like okay at clearing steel path defense. Holy RB power for strength pre? Pretty much. We almost did like the RB strength pre-buff. And it was like mediocre. LOS wouldn't be a big downside if DE fixed their mega fucked level geometry. Yeah, it really is only good on Saren. And so, instead of nerfing Jade Stars, why don't you just nerf the fact that it pops Saren spores? Because here's the thing about it being LOS limited. That doesn't even fix the interaction that makes it good on Saren. Because in open tiles, which is most of them, it's still gonna work perfectly fine on Saren. Which is the main offender of it being broken. It triggering through walls is arguably a nothing burger. AFK cap easy with Saren? Well, not really, because Saren spores are also damage capped. They nerfed Jade Stars, but Sobek's Sight is still a thing. Lol, Lamau even. I think Sight shouldn't have an extra hit. Sight should not have an extra hit, and he also shouldn't heal. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, they're talking about Jade Stars being overpowered because it has no LOS. But Sight, Sobek? Sight's Invis also heals him, by the way. His passive is 300% crit chance. His 1 is wall hacks. His 2 is an extra hit and infinite ammo button. His 3 is invis and also heals him. And his 4 does infinite damage. And this is his subsume slot. Because you just use Sobek instead. Community too dumb to figure sight out beside equipping the Sobek. That's the issue, I think. Refreshable invis, by the way. Infinite invis. Guy doesn't need range, which is a hilarious noob trap. That is true. That is true. He doesn't need range at all. Because he already gives 10 meters of punch through, which is more than enough for any level geometry. At base. Like, what are we talking about? You know? Infinite terrain punch through? Yeah. I know. I know, chat. I know. Not infinite invis, have 99% of Warframe player aims. He highlights heads. He makes it impossible to miss headshots. I think if you miss headshots with him, you're fucking retarded. I don't know how else to say it, dude. Like, you just kind of have to be a retard. Like, let's be honest. Like, I hate Warframe players so much, dude. I really do think that, like... I think in order to play Warframe consistently... like regularly, right? Like if you're like a daily Warframe player, like you play Warframe all the time. You play Warframe with your friends, all of your friends, like, you know, they're fully invested, fully locked in on Warframe. Like genuinely, you're probably a predator. You know what I mean? Like you probably groom kids if you play this fucking game. I genuinely hate Warframe players so much, dog. I really do. Like, I think, especially after going to TennoCon and seeing those motherfuckers in person, bro, they all look like the motherfuckers on Chris Hansen's show. I'm being so fucking for real, dog. I walked in there and I half expected Chris Hansen to walk out of the fucking TennoCon stage after the concert was done as being so let's talk about why y'all are here right now. Like, really do. They really all fucking look like that. You want a cupcake, TennoCon? TennoCon looked fucking scary, bro. It is crazy how fucking uncomfortable other people at TennoCon made me feel. Compared to anywhere else. Predocon! Both years I've gone to TennoCon now. I've gone 2 years, and both times I've just been like, these people are fucking weird, dude. They're all like, I don't like them. They make me uncomfortable. The air in TennoCon is diabetic. It really is, dude. Nah, bro, I really do hate Warframe players, dog. Look at this fucking guy with an Ashasagi Tenno fucking glyph, dude. Wyvern XL. Oh, bro. I know that man needs his hard drive fucking checked yesteryear. Nah, these are some dangerous individuals, bro. These are some bad fucking people, chat. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Just throw that out and let it do its job. I don't think I need to fucking do anything here. Ow. Why can't I use my... Oh, I have the wrong mouse config. I might die here. I guess we'll see. Maybe not. Alright, that's not quite. Alright, I think we're good. I like going to TennoCon to hang out with my friends. I like going there because my friends go there. But honestly, I really would rather just fuck around London, Ontario and just hang around than like actually be the one to go to TennoCon. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather go there just for the sake of like hanging out with my friends as opposed to like going there for TennoCon. Like, TennoCon is an excuse. You know what I mean? If you could have went to TennoCon, you probably would have looked for you and tried to touch you. No homo, by the way. I met up with one of my community members. I met up with the fucking with the guy who goes by DE Steve in my server. He's a fucking great guy. He's so funny. He's very chill. Very handsome homie. We hung out, you know? Little homosexual over here, but that's okay. We like that. Bro had future sight to avoid cosplay show for dinner. Some of the cosplays were fire. Yeah, and one of them was a dude crawling around with a fucking leash around his neck, showing his ass crack to the entire fucking stadium. So, like, low-key, I'm glad we skipped it. Yeah, that fucking Folly cosplay was fire, bro. Like, I don't know, dog. I feel like the more you like Warframe, the more of a fucking predator you are. I'm glad I fucking hate this game and I hate its community, bro. Post-migration. You didn't see the cosplay? You didn't miss shit. You didn't miss fucking anything, bro. There wasn't nothing to miss, I'll tell you that right now. You didn't miss a fucking thing. Did I get Brozyme's autograph? Fuck no. Oh my god, I have so much fire rate. What's this fire rate from? Oh, there's a Wisp player. You just finished work? A nap would have been nice. Do I plan on moving to Canada? Fuck no. You kidding me? If I moved to Canada, I wouldn't be allowed to fucking call the developers evil shit. Because then I'd get fucking hit for hate speech, bro. You gotta remember, they don't have freedom of speech in other parts of the world, dog. You know, the homing capabilities of this weapon kind of confuse me. So I don't know why you would ever want homing, but only within 10 meters. The Gauss and Grendel, the Lotus and Ivara, those were good. I did see those later on. I did see them after the fact. They were very cool. Void Rigged, I still remember Void Rigged losing to the throwing it back Uriel. I remember that, chat. It was a dark day. Void Rig really did get fucking scammed, I'm not gonna lie. Void Rig deserved that fucking win. It was such a cool cosplay. And he lost to some fucking hoe throwing it in a circle, dude. I can't get over that, to be honest with you. Scammed by gooners. His mom was there too? Yeah. And he absolutely could have used the $10,000. Abso-fucking-lutely. I think his mom was there, Altair, because he needed help getting through the fucking airport. He had to fly that in to the country. And he had to assemble it. And it was very expensive for him to make. And he got fucking scammed by some fucking chick throwing it in a circle. Actual fucking void rigged, dog. Oh yeah. Somebody gave me this really fucking cool citrine skin. I forgot about this. It was a really good skin. Doesn't this go with it? I use this thing all the time. Where is it? This thing. Doesn't this go with this? Like, aren't these a set? Something like this? Although I feel like low-key it looks better like this. That looks really cool. I can't lie. That looks really cool. What are we talking about? I hate Warframe players. That's all there is to it, to be honest with you. There isn't much more to it than that. I think Warframe players are fucking losers. I think they suck and I hate them. Warframe players ruin the game for everybody else. They're not fun. They're fucking cringe. I low-key think that they're all degenerates. Not even low-key, though. Oh, wait, that looks fucking clean. Hello, who are you? Hello, that looks so clean. What are we talking about? Wow, that's like perfect. It even matches my old colors that I had for the helmet pieces and the armor. What? That's so clean. Maybe I think, this paint could be different. I don't know, it looks good. What do we think, chat? Do I even fucking change this? It just kind of looks good. I really feel like fashioning. Was your first word, I hate Warframe players? The Diddy Ephemera is goated. The Diddy Ephemera is goated. Whoa! That's a cool effect. That looks really cool. When fashion is harder than the content. True. I'm tempted to copy. I like the idea of these being dark colors. Or it's like a different color. Kind of waiting for one to speak to that. That looks fire. What about this color? This is the metallic color, so we can get a little crazy with this. Gold is gold is gold. Gold doesn't look bad. Being able to randomize directly in this list here is so cool. I like this feature so much. Yeah, what do we think about this, chat? Go to the Syandana and take a lookie. Could honestly take it off and see what the back looks like. Oh, the back looks sick! Alright, we're doing that. I had the signed on it to cover up her back before, but this looks sick. Hello? What is that? What accent color is that? This gold color that we got is Twilight ABC123 C3. Drag the color feature. Yes, I do know about that. I do know about that now. Low key, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna favorite it really quick. I'm just gonna check how it looks on the mainframe. Accents. Mainframe. That's okay. Not really what I'd want. That kind of looks nice, though. That looks nice. It's very subtle. Adds a little bit of depth. Yeah, there we go. Mix and match a little bit. Twilight. This color. Sure, I can get behind that. Maybe I should make this. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, like that. Match the weapon. What do we think, chat? Getting the right metallic on the flowers was hard for you? I'm not too worried about it making metallic. I think that the rest of the... I think it's fine if it looks matte. This skin, I think, looks... Ooh! I think it looks fire. I want to maybe do different shoulder plates. I always use these. They're kind of a cheat code. I also always use these, and they're kind of a cheat code. I really like these ones a lot. The arm blades look really good. See, that looks very clean. It gives a little bit more gold to an otherwise not gold-having frame. I only have gold on the attachments. So maybe I should look for just a sprinkle of gold. I don't think the shape matches, but, you know, something in that ballpark. Cheat code armor always looks good. Some armors are just too goddamn good because they always look good, you know? See, this is subtle, but it's, like, not low enough. I would love the ability to drag and move armors around. Ugh, I would be here forever. This, again, if it was slightly lower, you know? This would be great forearm armor. Because I don't really want to cover up the shoulder because, look, it's got this really cool thing going on here. This, I would much rather forearm armor. See, this looks really good, too. Fuck, Oranist looks great. Can you imagine if this was lower on the arm instead of on the shoulder? Riv guard if looking for gold. I do have Riv. Yeah, Riv fits. It also fits the shape. Riv is also a cheat code armor. It always looks good. It never looks bad. I think I might do Oranist on this armor because Oranist looks really good. Lodestar too big. A little bit of asymmetry going on. Doesn't look bad. We like a little bit of playing with the symmetry. Now what do we want here? Well, that's just a fucking free pick. That's a free win. I can't equip that. It's too good looking. I could do the Paragon, but it doesn't really fit. No. Edo Prime looks pretty chill. It's just a little. I want tummy armor. I want tummy... Right here, tummy armor would be great. If I could take this and just tummy armor. Saturn 6 Syndana also looks good. Works with anything, mostly because it's so small. This is really subtle. Kind of covers the interesting part of her chest, though. I don't really want to cover, like, because it's so interesting there. This is subtle. Yeah, I know. The fucking funny haha pussy hair. See, this just looks like it's a natural part of citrine to the point where I'm kind of considering it. Kind of heavily considering it. That just looks really good. Kind of clips with the hair a little bit, but that's okay. This looks like such a natural part of her kit. Try the Namor. That's that one. That's the one. Yeah, Kukri looks great. Holy. What is that melody? Oh my god. Yo, hello? Oh, it's this guy. No shit. Let me give her bunny ears because it's funny. Yeah, road rash on the pussy would be pretty terrible, I can't lie. What do I put on this? Status damage? Front community sigil as low as it can go, XD. Community? Oh, yeah. 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 Doesn't go far enough on good old citrine here. No womb tattoo for you fucking losers. You're here for Void Rig inspection? Show me the Void Rig build. My Void Rig is as basic as it gets, dude. That's all there is to it. Basic ass build. There's not really a lot of options for these guys. You know? Whew. Necromex Hydraulics is a mod you want on. I'm gonna let you sit on your demand there. He doesn't know about Necromech Hydraulics. They should make a third Necromech, but it should be smaller and have better movement mechanics. Yeah, and honestly, they could probably do away with the name Necromech because it's too many syllables. I think 2 syllables would be better. And you can do a pseudo bullet jump with it. So here's the funny thing about that. You don't need the jump height to do that. You can actually chain jumps together and have infinite gas tank on them. Not as cool. It's much less awkward to use. Anyways. More power leveling. Yippee. Joshua, that's a cool name. You hate Forma resetting your frame and weapon levels? I don't. My shit's already level 30. I can just leave. And because this is Zone 2, I'll get a reward out of this, even though I did fuck all. I don't really care. Takes 2.5 minutes. I could leave right now. But I want the bullet jumps. Yippee! Still hate it? Hate away, I suppose. I can't make you not. $1,000,000 affinity! Yippee! Woohoo! Waha! Wow! Yahoo! Alright, I've got the funny hell of a boss gun. What do I do with it? What do I do to it, chat? I feel like status chance is still the way. I feel like hammer shot, maybe. But, I don't know, hammer shot feels wasteful. I should press randomize on all customizations. I feel like your parents pressed randomized on your brain cells. I could go more multi-shot. Multi-shot's always good. Hammer shot is the most mediocre mod out there. One day it'll make a really cool fashion. One day. Not today. One day in the distant future. They hit it with a sledgehammer. Yes. Of course. Indubitably. Invariably, in fact. Why, yes. Yes, indeed, of course. How could I have not foreseen such a thing? Status damage is a thing, but I don't think it matters for the setup. Because the damage is coming from the crystal. So hammer shot is actually the play, I think. Honestly, this mod needs a buff. This should be 120. Just put 5 billion heat. More heat. Heat is an option. And the reason heat is an option is because, oh, you want like the heat inherit for the ability, right? Because it'll inherit the heat percent. So like this does actually make sense. The problem is I don't want to sacrifice any status chance for it. And so the alternative is what? Fire rate? Kinda not worth it. Multi-shot? Not worth it. Bane? Definitely not worth it. So this would be the only mod I get on there, which wouldn't be getting the benefit of the extra 60% that's available to primary weapons. Elementalist is also a different multiplier, but I don't see... I think as far as making the DOT better, the answer is Hellfire. It's just a weird thing to polarize for. I'd much rather polarize for this because it's a little bit more freeing on other builds should this get an augment. But I mean, it's more efficient. I can always put this here should they get an augment. Because right now we don't have a lot of heat percent. This will give us a lot more heat weighting. Bro is broke on Forma. Am I? I don't pay attention. I just buy forma whenever I need it. How many formas do I have? Chat, how many formas do I have? Mlad, do you think you could help me out? Mlad, how many... Where's Mlad? How many formas do I have, Mlad? Do you know? Two less than you should. You know, I had an epiphany earlier. I think that 6-7 is the young new gen equivalent of I Like Trains from ASDF movie. You know, like I feel like ASDF movie is the same category as 6-7. I like turtles. Hello. You know what I mean? Like it's the same like random equals funny humor from ASDF movie. Everybody do the flop. And the one guy like falls off a building. Hey, I baked you a pie. What flavor? Pie flavor. Like it's the same like random therefore funny humor. And I do think 6-7 falls into that category. I can see 10-year-old me laughing at 6-7 if it was an ASDF movie format. Insert broccoli haired fuckwat. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Do you say we level cap with this chat? You think we're in the let's fuck it around on level cap territory? Harmony. What faction are we running this against? Levels? That's... Damn, that's crazy. You'd bring Silva. I rage bait PC nerds by calling Noctua fans the 6-7 of PC fans. Was that the bite of 67? Was that the bite of 6-7? God damn it. I need a drink. I need water. I'm gonna go get water. I'll be right back, chat. The voices are winning. My voices are cooler than your voices. My voices could beat your voices in a fucking fight, alright? I don't want to hear shit. My voices are cool. I have a light on a hat that I never wear. But if I ever have a power outage, I can just wear the hat light and then I can see. Thought you guys would like to know that. I'm gonna go get water now. Be right back. Ugh. This guy needs help, and we are the devil on his shoulder. My voices call you things I can't legally type here. Do you guys want to see a cool citrine build? Really happy with this citrine build. Yo, shout out to the guy who's going crazy on the steel pan in this song. Sounds fire. Yo! C418? This guy makes Minecraft songs! This is fire as fuck, dude. Shit's gas. Anyways, the premise of this Ignis Wraith build is really straightforward. So, basically, the logic goes like this. The Ignis Wraith can't get headshots. It can get, like, headshot hit markers, but it doesn't actually get, like, headshot damage, right? Doesn't matter if you hit the body or if you hit the head, it's whatever. This means that you don't get head crits with this weapon. Now, head crits are a really important mechanic because basically the reason Citrine's fourth ability is actually kind of dog shit is that Citrine's fourth ability doesn't count as a headshot hitbox. So even though you're getting a red crit, you're getting less damage than if you were to get a yellow crit on a headshot because you're missing out on the 3x headshot damage and the 2x head crit multiplier. And those two things together mean you're basically losing out even if you have like infinity crit damage because you're just getting more value out of a head crit than you are getting out of the red crit from the citrine crystal. However, the Ignis Wraith can't get head crits. So because it can't get head crits, it can actually take advantage of Citrine's fourth ability. And this actually allows it to deal a decent amount of damage. And take advantage of the actual like red crits that you get from hitting the crystal. Now, this is great and dandy, and it does deal like a decent amount of damage, but it's not really that impressive. What makes this more impressive, however, is using the electrical status effect with it, and also using the crystal. And this kind of gets you this really nice disposition for just like a decent chunk of damage. And it's actually really funny because the Ignis Wraith as a mid-tier weapon suddenly puts up quite a show. It's quite a good performance, you know? And this otherwise like very mediocre weapon and very mediocre ability, which are both just like fairly bad without each other, suddenly become really good when you put them together. Which is kind of fun. I think this is a really fun build because it's like Citrine's 4 is really bad on any other weapon, and the Ignis is fairly bad by itself. But when you have the two of them together, they have a relationship that just synergizes so well with each other. Because they don't really care about each other's downsides. And you can actually fully take advantage of it. So the Ignis Wraith is built basically fully investing in like crit damage, and it has God, is it hot in here? Is anybody else? It has a good amount of crit damage. Angry Bird. And you set it up for corrosive because citrine just, you know, you're chilling with corrosive on citrine, and other than that, you just play it like completely normal, and it actually does like really good performance wise. Also, look at this god roll Riven. If this was on any other weapon, would this not be just an insane Riven? Like, look at this. SCMSFR minus zoom. Like, holy god roll, man. IIRC, I think the grades were pretty mid, though. They're like B and C grades or something like that. You haven't seen anyone use the Ignis in 3 years? That's what I'm saying. Because it's like a mid-ass weapon, right? So this mid-ass weapon and this mid-ass ability that are both fairly bad by themselves are like really good when put together, which is just really funny. It's like the perfect definition of like synergy. Alright, I gotta do this because it's just driving me nuts. I don't know if anybody else has seen this, but like I have to do this. And like the second the weapon dropped, this is just what I thought of it. Like the second this weapon was revealed, I knew that I needed to do this. And it's like, you know, you know what I mean? Like just you know what I mean? Like it just looks like it, right? Like it's just what I like. I just have to. I'm sorry. All right, I don't like it. You don't like it, but like that's what it is. Curse technique reversal, citrine curse technique amplification, Ignis wraith, imaginary technique. Shut up. I'm so dark woke, I don't get the reference. I like naming weapons just ever so slightly adjacent to like what they are. Like instead of this being the Cyodid, I call it the Schizoid. Cause it's just like that's what it is. It's the Schizo weapon. You know? And it's accurate. You know? You know what I'm saying? Dark woke is such a fucking fascinating term. What is dark woke? I am the anti-light woke. What in the fuck does that mean, Emlad? What is dark woke? What does it mean? Anyways, we're gonna go take the hell of a boss, and I guess the right shade of the right shade of history, the right shade of woke. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna do this. You want fried chicken? That sounds good. Niche subculturalist groups make me feel like KFC. The type of woke that would get pulled over. Like, what the fuck? What is that? What does that imply? So like you get pulled over for having the I'm atheist with the coexist bumper sticker, and it's like the coexist with like all the different fucking religious symbols. Is that the type of woke that we're talking about? The coexist bumper sticker. The socioeconomic factors. Oh, the socioeconomic factors of the... Interesting. That's very... Yeah, that's fascinating, man. What does that mean, dude? What does that mean? I feel like Truth's Flame is kind of eh. Well, I guess it's just you just re-spam Tennokai, so I guess it doesn't matter. There's a Spotify podcast called Dark Woke. Well, of course there is. What did you expect? Of course there's a... Duh. What did you think was gonna happen when you search Dark Woke on Google? Thermal Sunder? Thermal Sunder! I like that one. I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot. That's good. That's good. Thermal Sunder is really funny. That's I like that. I'm gonna pin that, actually. That's fucking funny. That's so good. Pin message. That's awesome. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. Don't get on the wrong side of my woke. Your Praetos has been named Speedos for years now. I like that. Yeah, Speedos. Yep. Making me want Cheetos. You don't want to see me turn dark woke. Oh, chat. Alright, let's go see if the hell of a boss weapon has any business being utilized. I can't tell what looks better between the Harmony and the Hate skin. I think the Harmony just looks good. These all look good. I'm taking the Harmony by itself. No skin. Let's give it an attachment. Onpu. What's a good Sugatra? Pyro Opula. Makes sense. Need help grinding? This part of your description is always really funny to me. Where'd you even find that one? So the thing about the description is, if you look, every single part of it is actually search engine optimization slop. Nothing in the description is relevant to anything I ever do on stream. The whole purpose of it is SEO optimization. And it actually works wonders. There are times where I just get people in here that are like, how does it, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. It does work, which is very funny to me. Clan only mode or solo mode? I want solo mode so I can pause. I don't want this companion. Let's get a different companion. To catch views, pretty much. I need to update it again because now there's more new stuff. What I should be doing is I should be updating it literally every update and also every day. But I am just too fucking lazy, and it's kind of funny to leave it slightly outdated. How to build Revenant 2026. How to build Revenant 2026 Warframe. Yeah. How to do Owl Puzzle Duviri. Yup. That sequence is fire. Yeah, because those are evergreen searches for new Warframe players that are like, how the fuck do you do this? And then they click the stream and they see the schizophrenic rambling of a fucking deranged lunatic, and they're like, oh my god, I want to go home. I'm scared. It's also pretty funny. Do I do Doriga? I feel like Doriga actually has like a place here. Pablo doesn't want you to try out this broken build. Yeah, true. Does it have the right model on this? This has Grenier. This is probably good enough to deal with acolytes. Yes, has Grenier. Okay. Hi, Nestor. What's up, homie? Kind of a shit tile. Do we roll tile, chat? Do we care enough to roll tile? Am I even gonna level cap this setup? Rude. I'm on fire. Enemy speed boost. Need to ask Gemini to generate. You know, that's really funny. Whoa, that guy is fucking really fast. Gimme. Easy there, big guy. Get off the box. There we go. Okay, easy there, buddy. Chill the fuck out. What happened in chat? What am I missing? I feel like the player base is so miserable. I don't feel good blaming others, but they're ones who have this. What did you do in the desert? So there's that. Gotta clock in soon. Good catching up. It's always good catching up, homie. I did not mean to shoot that off. It's okay. Is Astral Shell better than Omamori, by the way? Never really farmed the Chud Sun, so you have no idea. Astral Shell is really good because it allows you to continuously proc Sculptor, which Omamori is different because Omamori is just a survivability tool. This one has a little bit of utility going into it, you know? This one's a little bit different. It's got a little bit more going on. So, like, this one allows me to just run around with max efficiency on a build while having negative efficiency. And there is no consequence. Is that a fucking Bailiff Eximus? Holy shit. Hello? Fucking Bailiff Eximus spawn? Huh? I almost missed that. But as far as survivability, I would say Omamori is probably still better. That's an arcane. Yeah, it's just max efficiency for no downside, basically. And because this thing lasts fucking infinity billion years, it's chilling. You know what I mean? Hey, that's violence. Don't do that. Turn off my shit. Rude. Yeah, the fact that Astral Shell triggers that arcane is kind of silly to me, to be honest with you. See. Yep, there it is. I will say what I would do for Astral Shell is I would make it so that it gives you an iframe when it triggers. So I wouldn't make it very long, probably 0.33 seconds or something like that, just long enough to prevent you from taking damage from like the single shot that triggered it. You know, the same duration as Shield Gate. But I think that would be a fair trade. Oh, well, that's the Lex Incarnon for you. Whoopsie doodles. At least in my opinion. That would probably make it better as an actual defensive ability, if you wanted my take on it. Like, what I would do to it. But I honestly think that, like, as far as Sirius and Orion's abilities go, I would redesign them quite a bit. Just because there's a lot with them that, like, should be better. Like, the abilities themselves are very lackluster. That guy has the key. Yep. Almost everything in that most recent update was underbaked. Yes, it's because they tried to reinvent and do so much as opposed to just working on what they had and stuff that was already good, that already existed, you know? It was entirely a product of let's do everything over again, and it's like, why? Interesting. Can you have this tile set as sabotage? Yes. Okay, that's my crystal. Damn, I wanted to get a pairs on him. That place probably has a cache spawn? Yeah, absolutely. I've grabbed caches from there all the time. Am I blind? There, I am blind. This. I feel like I shouldn't need to work so hard for headshots for this gun. I feel like the homing should just home on headshots if it has such a short range. I don't think that's too tall of an ask, considering just how short the homing range is. Like, and just how fucking, like, short the homing angle is as well. This weapon should realistically home on headshots. I don't see a reason why not. Because it's very inconvenient to use this weapon otherwise. Hmm. Hmm. Increased enemy armor. They went from 2,700 armor to 2,700 armor. Oh no. Oh. What? Well, okay. My fucking after image got him, apparently. The fear of God killed that enemy. Wow, my Duriga. No. See, like this right here. Like, why do I have to fucking work so hard to get headshots? Why does this not just do headshots, you know? Like, if I have to fucking be right in the enemy's butt cheeks for it to home onto them anyways, just give me headshots. It doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense. It's very nonsensical. Ah! Welcome back. God, Citrune's crystal's so fucking good. Do I like Astral Shell as a subsume? It's good because it's constantly proccing Arcane Sculpture. Which is just a good arcane. Because it's a little bit overpowered, you know? So, like, boom, it triggers, and I get my Arcane Sculptor, you know? Which is just very silly as an arcane. Because suddenly every 45% efficiency build is free. As far as a defensive subsume, I think Omamori is way better. But, I mean, that's also not to shit on the subsume for what it does. It's just not really a defensive tool. Probably works really good on shield gate frames, but I feel like it's more useful as a fuck you, I don't take damage ability. Or, sorry, not as a fuck you, I don't spend energy ability, excuse me, I misspoke. Same opinion? Yeah. I love explosions from enemy projectiles I objectively can't see because the game is just cluttered with fucking visual noise. It's really cool. What? Why was I in melee mode? Fuck. Break core area math is not what I was expecting to listen to in this playlist, but I'm down. What's with Astral on Citrines 2? It's triggering Arcane Sculptor for me. Well, that was not the weapon I wanted to use, but I'll take it. It is not a meme build, though. Want to buy Demolisher waypoint. It's gotta be a Nox Demolisher stuck in a corner somewhere. Yeah. Only Citrines 3 makes Sculptor, but Citrines 3 is fairly expensive. So the thing about Citrine, right? So like, looky, when I take damage here, it triggers Sculptor because it creates this little astral shell guy. So every time that thing procs and it triggers into existence, it procs Sculptor, which is just really convenient. Because it means that I can spam my 3 and my 4 with Reckless Abandon without worrying about the energy cost. There we go. Because I pretty much always have efficiency to spare. That's the point of the Sculptor. Now, on this particular setup, because I'm not really spamming the 3 that heavy, I could opt to go with Roar instead for the extra Bane, which is very good. But honestly, I'm okay with the damage so far. Because it really doesn't feel like I'm in desperate need of oh, cool timing. Desperate need of damage. Give me your finisher. All right, whatever. $500 heat procs. Yeah, pretty much. That is the premise of this build. Nox? No. What am I even saying? We had shots. Here we go. Oh, I still need a key. What am I doing? Let's see. There we are. You're a key carrier if I've ever fucking seen one. Wonderful positioning, bro. Realistically, Citrine doesn't struggle with energy because she generates so many orbs anyways. But Astral Shell for comfort is just nice. On a 45% efficiency build, it's very nice to have your 3 cost fucking, I don't know, like 25 energy as opposed to 100. Wrong incarnon again. How did that even happen? Fractured Blast is/was a good subsume. It is still a great subsume. Dude, fucking bombards, man. Nerf bombards, please. I'm so tired of them. I hate bombards. Fucking invisible ass rockets coming from literally fucking nowhere just to explode constantly. So obnoxious, dude. I love when I'm standing there dealing with 900 enemies and my fucking screen goes gadoosh, gadoosh, gadoosh from like fucking 10 explosions. It's awesome. It's very fun and engaging. It is really depressing that the Xmas units are genuinely tankier than the fucking demolishers. That is a sad day. Enemy damage resistance. Oh no. This weapon needs to home to headshots, IMO. I'm like coming more and more into the opinion that this weapon not homing into headshots is fucking genuinely garbage design. Brother, it only homes when you're point blank with the enemy anyways. Like, I don't know. Some fucking idiot designed this weapon, to be honest. If it's not gonna home from fucking whatever you're looking at, then it needs to have headshots. Homing. Xmas rework was shitty. Yeah, water is wet, dog. Water is wet! Fucking, yeah. Yeah, literally, dog. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Fucking same brain cell with me and whoever that chatter is. Yo, me and that chatter, we're on the fucking same wavelength, you and I. You and I understand each other, man. There has to be a faster stance for scythe weapons. Can you pause stream as I'm about to drive home and don't want to miss anything? No. Is that another Bailiff Xmas? I think it was. Why are bailiffs spawning on this mission? Let alone Bailiff Xmas. Brother, Bailiff Xmas are so rare. Does this ability actually have iframes? Hold on. It does. Yo. Astral Shell does have iframes. It's just very, very faint. And also not like iframes. It's just when it triggers, you don't take that 1 instance of damage. Okay. I think it should be buffed to 0.33 seconds, but okay, I can see that. It also doesn't work on environmental hazards, which is a bit interesting. Again. You go bye-bye for a bit as you drive? Okay, man. Be safe, homie. Make sure you follow all traffic laws and use your seatbelt. My game is lagging like a motherfucker. Holy. I bet you Astral Shell would be really good on Kome, though, funny enough, as a defensive ability. Banger Trinity and good fraction after last time. Take a look. I don't know if I want to level cap with this build or not. I might want to tweak it just a slight bit. You know what I mean? Just a wee nudge in the right direction. What do you think, chat? We commit to this build? I don't think so. It's not really in the mood. If I want to take a look after, I might as well. The build is refinable. Citrine is somewhat half a frame at this point? What do you mean Citrine is half a frame? Citrine is the one doing all the work. That's the point of the build. The fucking Halvu is enhancing Citrine's crystal to be really powerful. That's the premise of the build. Using 3-4 for this build and 2 for the arcane. I'm confused at what you're... guess resource drop. All of my citrine abilities are being used in this setup. They're all being utilized to some extent. The premise of the citrine build is as follows. Prismatic Gem is basically being the DPS tool. Mostly it has to do with this crazy high status chance, but really what it comes down to is the Tau status effect. So the Tau status effect is a 100% multiplicative status buff. So it's not flat status, and it's not additive with mods, it is multiplicative. It is a multiplier for your status chance. So with that in mind, when this thing goes and attacks an enemy for 2,000 damage, and it does a force proc, and 3 of those force procs are DOTs, you're basically getting 3x the damage. Right? We're also utilizing heat from the hell of a boss here, the Halvu, and we specifically have heat mods to give ourselves a higher heat DOT. I'm using Crux for more status chance because status chance, again, is going to be multiplicative and synergize. I might consider less status chance in exchange for more heat percentage, because more heat percentage would then mean better heat inherit for the crystal, which is also going to inherit the Bane mod. So the whole point here is that we're really buffing the shit out of heat. To top it all off, we have our Harmony basically being used as our finisher. Afflictions doesn't really matter for this, but status duration, heat mod, crit, elementalist status damage, all of that matters, as well as the faction damage to top it all off. So these 3 parts of the arsenal are synergizing. Citrine's crystal from her 1 is basically spamming me with infinite energy. Realistically, I don't need to be running a sculptor build for this. That is probably like, that is up on the chopping block for change. And also realistically, fuck the Reaping Spiral stance. I would rather Stalking Fan, because Reaping Spiral is really slow and really awkward, and I don't like it. Do I have a stance forma? I do. I'm using a stance forma. Suck my ween, you riddle man. Altair sent us a Trinity fashion and a Gara fashion. I like this Trinity fashion. It's a good Trinity fashion. There is another option for Citrine that I'm debating on, which is Sickening Pulse. Now, Sickening Pulse is kind of iffy. Expedite Suffering exists, and I do have an Expedite Suffering Citrine. Roar exists. Roar is really expensive, but it also ooga boogas the damage. I like this Gara. Not a bad Gara. I like the gold. This Gara looks very clean. Very simple, and it looks good. Hold on, I got this. There's isn't there an emote that I'm looking for? Oh, there's not a happy devil. In front of my salad. No! Show him where the monster goes. How do I like the halvu? It feels like a citrine, like, specific weapon. Feels like this weapon is very mid, but does cool things with citrine. Let's see, where is Kep's server? Where is Kep's server?
Don't worry.
Ghost
Daddy's home.
are more than noticeable.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Nev.
notice them more.
Hi, Kep.
Hello. So that's what I've been like. I'm trying to find something
Damn.
where it's.
Are
like,
you already in your run, Kep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, you white slut, you.
Yeah. I also think it's full. Yeah, it's full too.
Yeah. But that's like the thing.
I'm too
What?
fast. Let me through the door.
That's the thing why I say yes. The Goth has good damage multiplier, but you're not gonna see it most of the time. But it's still funny to keep in mind that practically any gun you pick up, you will have basically God mode on it, except for weapons that literally do no damage. But yeah,
Well, Dagat's big gimmick is that she double dips of eye roll. That's like
she
what.
quadruple dips viral actually.
Yeah, that's what makes her fucking ooga booga. Is that
Yep.
her and viral are just rarded. But I mean, other than that, like, I don't know. My issue with Dagoth has always been and will continue to be the FOV changing when you use her fucking abilities. It's so disorienting, and
Oh, yeah,
her
with no
abilities fucking.
What? I have a relic.
It
You
didn't
can
say
select one.
It didn't? What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nade once again.
Nania, before you get a whooping.
But I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But
It's
I
so
personally,
obnoxious, and her abilities are so loud. So it's like,
She screamed a lot.
dude, I have to turn her ability sounds off completely when I play, and I'm so glad they added that volume slider. The only thing they have to do now is fix the fucking FOV change and the goddamn stickies, the gooey sticky sludge on the corner of your screen that stays there forever and doesn't go away when you switch to
And also-
operator. Every
And
time.
also give us an FOV slider while you're at it. Like,
okay, I've
every
never had
time!
the issue you're describing right now.
Isn't
But
it- there is an
Every
FOV slider.
time! They hot
sir,
fixed
have
it.
I just been blind?
They hot
Yeah,
fixed
yeah.
it
There
to-
literally
an
is an
FOV
FOV
slider.
slider.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They've had an FOV slider forever.
God fucking
I'm-
damn it.
So some abilities do mess with the FOV, but yeah, no, there is a generic slider.
Yeah.
Just gonna max that shit out real quick.
You're...
That is.
the thing is,
They also
Kyra,
have,
how many
I will
hours do you have in
say
this game?
I see your criticism, and I support that. But they should have changed. Like I have doubt that they're ever gonna change the FOV stuff when the ability activates.
Yeah.
Because they didn't change it in the Nidus rework. So yeah, no chance.
FOV
Sorry,
slider used to be
what-
like
what
30
were you
fire.
asking,
I disagree,
Crafty?
Omega. Just use
I asked how many hours you had.
Oh, 18, 1900? Shut up. Shut up.
6, 7. Anyways.
It's tough out here, truly.
The first thing I do when I launch a game is look for the FOV slider. The very first thing I do in every game is look for it.
What is the current max FOV? Is it 90 or is it 110?
110.
90.
It's 110.
Oh,
90? I think it was.
I'm tweaking.
Really? Let me check.
I'm looking for it now. It's
Oh
90.
yeah, okay.
It's 90.
Hide in the
90.
corner.
Okay. It always felt like 110.
Get your reactant quick.
Gauss,
Don't
if
kill
you
it quite
fast
yet.
enough on Gauss, you get really
Kill
high
it
FOV
right
with
now.
Block Rush.
Kill it right now. Kill it now.
Kill the baby.
All right, I'm gonna go back to streaming.
But yeah, I
so
still
don't
need
disrupt your guys' VC.
funny.
Okay.
Two more.
Anyways, Omega, I was saying to utilize the far camera offset, because the far camera offset it basically moves the camera back enough that it is kind of the same as just actually. You don't like the far offset at all? Unironically, maybe try it with a lower FOV. you might come to enjoy it. You want 120 FOV? Dude, I can't even play games with more than 100 FOV. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, I play 110 in competitive FPS shooters. I don't even do 120. I do like 110. I think the only game I ever did 120 was Overwatch. Yeah. 110 is fine. 110 is like max for me. What is that? Honoria? This is the Honoria. Honoria. Do you mean the Signa? Oh, God Above Knowledge. Yeah. God Above Knowledge. I don't remember where you get this one. I have a few Honorias. I want to get every one of them. I need to get, I need to get the rest of the... I don't even remember where you get... It's a Roth one. Tunnel of 1,000 days. Sworn sister. I like the Paragon one. Paragon is cool. Paragon is kind of like a soft flex, because it's like, yeah, I did the thing. I did the challenge, guys. You need the one from the Infested Demos? There's one from Infested Demos? Nev, the one who devours all. You only need like 20 more? You're going for all of them? 100%? That sounds like a fun task. 100% Honoria collection. I should probably go for it. Nev Larper. The true LARP is when I play Banshee or Trinity in pub lobbies just to fuck around. That's the true LARP. You can't true 100% because of the dev and founder ones? Watch me. Are you challenging me? Sacks that drop from Juggernauts, but it's guaranteed from the Infested Demo Jug. The bile sacs? I don't think so. Drops from Juggernaut's non-endless infested missions in Deimos Juggernauts. I don't think it drops from the demo jug. Because I've done these, like, I've done multiple level caps of these, and I don't have more bile sacs than I do anything else. And if it was a guaranteed drop, I'd have a lot more than 40, I'll tell you that right now. I do level caps of these guys all the time. What are these pods for? One quest where you do not even need 50 of them. Other than that, fuck all. Literally nothing. This song is delightful. Of course it's by C418, dude. Why C4? Every time I'm like, man, this song is delightful. I wonder where it's from, C418. Every fucking time. That's what you get for being on hotspot, I suppose. I have the stug incarnon. Should I do anything with this? Is the stug incarnon good? Haven't tried it. 100 enemies in incarnon form. I don't care. Your fucking Wi-Fi is bad. Do I want to play Soulframe later? Yeah, babe, we can play Soulframe. I should level this. I should level these things and get the mastery out of them. Is Soulframe only on PC? Yes. Apparently it's in alpha right now. It's not even a beta. So it's like borderline unreleased. That's some variation of area math? No. Not even close. I need to rank all of these up. This and this in particular, because I need the mastery. I say need the mastery, but I'm also not doing my LR test, so... I'm really close to just 100%ing the game, though. You know? More primary weapons have dropped, though. I need to do Coda Bubonico, all the Kuva, like half the Kuva weapons. I apparently still need Spore Lacer. Go from 30 to LR6 at once? Absolutely not. My goal has always been to go from MR30 to LR30 in one push. That was my goal. If they ever get to LR30, that's what I'm gonna do. Twin Viper's Wraith? The fuck? Oh, I need to reacquire these, it seems. Vasto Prime? I thought I leveled this. Whatever. Huh? Why did my plague key? Why did my Zaw weapons get reset? Slatra? I needed the Slatra again? Fuck off! Why did these get reset? That's so frustrating. Why? Oh, that's so annoying. Why did my plague keywar get reset? And all of my... Oh... It's really annoying. Thoughts on Coda Catabolist? Coda Catabolist is very fun. I like the Coda Catabolist. Hits very hard. I can't believe I have to do those weapons again. That's so frustrating. I do need to reacquire the MOAs. I also need to get the Fever Spine. I keep not doing it. My Morgue is only rank 1? Son of a bitch. K drives are miserable. Honestly, ranking them up isn't so bad. Ranking up a K drive is whatever. It's getting the K drives that sucks. You dislike the manual reload. You wish pressing fire would auto toss the sack and reload. Understandable request. Do I have another Tenet Livia? I do have another Tenet Livia. Ah, I see. So why do I have a second one? Valence, maybe? No, this is 60% heat. Why do I have another Tenet Livia? God damn it. Whatever. Let's get this ranked up, I suppose. You did the million meter thing and you hate it? I've done it 3 times because it keeps resetting on my account. Sorry, I've done it twice. I'm on my 3rd one right now. And I don't want to fucking do it again. I don't think mine's even... I don't even know how far along I am in mine. Because it's reset so many times. So let's see. K-driven. Yeah, 310. Kept resetting. The first reset was... I don't even remember what caused it, but the second one was the account merge. Account merge reset it again. Account merge also reset my mastery rank for a couple of weapons. So that's why I have a couple of them that I have to do again. Like the Zal weapons, I have to do like half the Zal weapons again. I don't know why. I did them on one account. It should have transferred over, but it didn't. Account merge reset achievements. It did, and then also it didn't. So some of them like loaded up and automatically completed. So like there was a day like randomly where I just got like dagger mastery 1, 2, 3 at the bottom of my screen. Like I got like all of the things all at once just at the bottom of my screen, and I was like, what the fuck? And like all of my achievements reset. This one I haven't actually done. I still need to find all the races and do them all. This one I did like 10 years ago, and I don't know why it just didn't finish all the way. And so I'm like, oh, I'll do this eventually, and I keep not doing it. I keep needing to do this one. It's like, oh, I'll do it. Yeah, no problem. And then I never do it. This one reset. This one pisses me off because riding Velocipods is really annoying. And then, yeah, K-driven reset a second time. So I was just like, ah, fuck it. I'll do K-driven a 3rd time later. On your Steam Warframe profile, it looks like you used an achievement unlocker because cross-saved caused all of them to trigger at once. Yeah. You probably got the Steam achievements and if you did, I don't think it matters. No, actually, because I came from fucking Xbox. So I think when I account merged, the Steam achievements that I had... So basically, right, I was on Xbox for the longest time, and Xbox has their own achievement list. And then in 2022, I started a PC account because they were like, yeah, we're working on crossplay. Oh, okay, they're working on crossplay. I'm going to start a PC account, and then by 2023, I'll just merge everything over. And I'll have my Xbox on PC, and I can keep doing stuff. So I didn't do all of the Steam achievements. When I did the crossplay merge, I got a bunch of the Steam achievements, but I am still missing like 1 or 2, I think. Because they're not the same. The Xbox achievements and Steam achievements aren't actually identical. There's Xbox achievements that exist that they don't exist on Steam. One of them is like it's do a mission without alerting enemies, and it's like way fucked because it's not actually alerting enemies. It's their threat level can't change at all. So, like, you have to play, like, a really particular, like, hardcore stealth setup because the enemies can't even see another enemy die. It's, like, super fucked. Like, the enemies can't change alert state. It's, like, way harder than you think it is. And it has to be, like, above a certain level, too. So you can't just run through and just insta-kill them. Like, you have to... Crossplay was broken at the time. Still is, you think? It's very broken. Yeah, one of them is like get some amount of headshots within like 30 seconds or something as well. Like there's a couple that are platform specific. Yeah, so a bunch of my achievements are fucked. A bunch of my achievements are fucked, and a bunch of my mastery is fucked, which I'm not too worried about. It's like, whatever. LR30 isn't coming for a long time, but who knows? Should I play Trinity? I feel like playing Trinity. I also kind of feel like playing Banshee. I don't know. Banshee's a lot of fun. Trinity is a lot of fun. I'm gonna play Banshee. Fuck it. Wasn't legendary rank system released in 2021? Yes? Question mark? I don't know. What do I think the Banshee rework will do? I think it really, really depends. And I know that's like a nothing burger answer, but like, it's so hard for me to just like, oh yeah, this is what Pablo's gonna do for sure. Here's things that I hope for. I can tell you what I want to be done with Banshee rework. Because there's a lot of things that I would like to see done to Banshee. Do I think that they're going to happen? Your fucking guess is as good as mine, dude. But I am hopeful that something drastic happens to the one. Either an ability replacement or they add like a new, very meaningful mechanic. Something very like good to the first ability that just drastically changes it. That's like thing one, right? You would drop 1 and 4. The 4 is such a good fucking ability. If you say you drop the 4, then you don't play Banshee and you don't know how Banshee works, which is fine. But her 4 is so fucking good. Don't fucking LARP about her 4. Her 4 is so fucking awesome. But yeah, thing 1 would be like, ability 1 would just need a massive overhaul. Like a genuinely massive change. You could either make it a crowd control specific ability, you could make it a damage dealing ability, you could make it some kind of like, you know, store a bunch of sound and then fucking release it all or something like that, something sound related. There's a lot of options. But none of those options are leave the ability in its current state. Frankly, if I were to rework Banshees 1, I would probably go the way of, well, here, why don't we, for Banshees 1, make it so that when an enemy collides into a wall, they take 25% of their health as true damage. That is an easy enough change, and it doesn't really do anything negative for Banshee. It doesn't really change the first ability as far as like utility. Probably increase the base range on it, because the base range for Banshee 1 is fucking abysmal. I don't know how you could ever live with yourself using Banshees 1 at base range. It is probably the shortest range out of every first ability in the game. Or some other kind of similar-ish mechanic where it's like, you know, if you ragdoll an enemy, they take some kind of damage, or a defense reduction, which is fine. That's part of her augment. You can maybe give her a different augment instead, and that one could deal the damage, and the base kit could just have an armor strip, and that's it. There's a lot of options. But none of them are leaving the first ability alone. You could scrap the entire first ability and do something different with it, too. Also an option. Right? Basically, just anything aside from leaving the first ability in the game. For the 2, I know a lot of people who like Banshee are horrified at the idea that the 2 would be receiving a change. However, the 2 is incredibly dated in its functionality and is not very clear. Right? The 2 is dated. It is very overpowered, and I know why people like it. Right? It does ooga booga infinity damage. However, it also doesn't really need to be so high to still do infinity damage. What I'm saying is that the ability can be changed, and it will not be a negative. It will not be a net worse effect if Banshee's 2 is either slightly nerfed in some way, damage-wise, in exchange for another mechanic, or just reworked to be consistent, right? Because currently, another big issue with Banshees 2 is that it's not very consistent, and it makes it very unappealing for the average player who only wants things to be perfectly consistent, right? Am I saying that those players are in the right and that they should dictate how Banshee is redesigned? No, but that's probably what Pablo is going to focus on. So, what should it do instead? 1, I low-key think that it should just highlight enemies through walls. And honestly, if we wanted to, say, remove the 5x damage in exchange for 3x and make it so it always locks on enemy heads, I wouldn't really be that offended. You fear a 10x cap on sonar or an ability cap? Similar to the thing from Sight. But it would apply to teammates, not just Banshee. Highlighting enemies through walls for your allies is probably really fucking useful. I'm gonna be honest with you. It would make Banshee as a support really good. It would allow for other frames to do Sight Sobek things, which would make Banshee very relevant in certain meta farms, which I think is kind of like a good point. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I don't know about these guys. And just highlighting enemy heads, just always damaging heads, is, in my opinion, a great fucking change. In exchange, you could nerf the damage all the way down to 2x at base. Realistically. Because Banshee Sonar is just super overpowered. I don't think they would go that far. I think it's DE, and they'd probably leave it at 3 or 4x or something. But I think 5x at base, I'd be really curious to see if they are willing to budge on that. In exchange, you know, it's also kind of worth mentioning that I feel like random weak spots isn't even necessarily bad. I would like to keep random weak spots because I think it's way more interesting. But it's also kind of hard to... like, certain enemy hitboxes don't work with it, right? Like, infested units are just fucking impossible. I don't know if you've ever seen an infested unit. Those little assholes, like, their legs are, like, spindly thin and suck. They're so AIDS to hit. They're not fun. It randomly targeting torsos is also good for certain abilities. Something like Mesa, for example, can actually still get benefits from Banshee Sonar. If you made it only heads, then Mesa wouldn't be able to benefit. Something like Ember, who does no damage with her 4th ability, is able to kill things if a Banshee's on her team with the 4th ability. That would go away if you removed the random body parts. So there's like pros and cons to it. Maybe they could just rework the way it highlights enemy body parts as a whole. Something to that effect. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did the thing where they just made it so that it's always on heads. I really wouldn't. That's probably the easiest way to buff it for the way that the normies would like it and the way that shit tier Warframe players who are bad at the video game would fall in love with it. I think it's super lazy. I don't think it's very interesting. You could probably do something else entirely. But, I mean, dude, it's so hard to say. Sonar is such a fundamental part of her kit, but it also is just kind of random. It doesn't really make sense for Banshee to just have 5x damage. You know what I mean? It's really hard to say. It is genuinely hard to say. He's probably not going to touch the 3 at all. Maybe he will make it so that the stagger animation loops, so it's a better crowd control. Maybe he won't. I know that a lot of people complain, specifically Brozyme, where he's like, Gloom Banshee so that the crowd control actually works. Gloom Banshee, you have to put Gloom on Banshee. But Brozyme's a fucking moron, so I don't think they're going to take that seriously. I hope. I don't think they're going to make this different. This is one of the best defensive abilities in the game. Bar none. This is like turning off enemy abilities and also lobotomizing the enemies so that they don't notice when they take damage is insane. Objectively. The stun is the least important part of this ability, in my opinion. It kind of anti-synergizes with Soundquake as a whole. Sonar is really hard to say whether they'll change anything on it. It is hard to say. Gloomshi is for players with bad aim. I think Gloomshi is for idiots. Gloomshi is like a litmus test for like whether or not you're a moron. The passive, there's no reason to change the passive. This is one of the better passives in the game. Just silence all of your weaponry. They're like GG. There's no reason to change this, in my opinion. I don't think that they're even going to look at it, to be honest with you. It's really hard to say what they're going to do with Sonar. What I would do for Sonar is I would make it highlight enemies through walls, and I would make the enemy weak point highlights more clear. Probably attaching them directly to the enemy hitboxes instead of the enemy's visual weak spots. Because let me show you an example really quickly of like what I mean when I say that like enemy hitboxes are really fucked. So let me grab like a burst-in really quickly. And we're just going to go into a thing. And I'm going to show you like why I fear for Sonar. there's a lot of things that I think they're going to do to sonar, and there's a lot of things that they could do, and it's just like... a bar in the bottom right of the screen with a sound level? Fucking maybe. So, like, I'm going to give you, like, a really good example of, like, where Banshee sonar can go wrong. I'm just going to take this guy's weapon off so he doesn't attack. That's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Charger. Just going to grab 20 of these guys. Okay. So, this guy gets a highlight on his arm, right? Gets a highlight on his arm. Pretty straightforward. This entire arm takes bonus damage. But did you notice? This guy has a highlight on his arm. And if these guys get staggered in any way, that, like, this hitbox fucks around. So, like, I'm going to try to knock this guy over. Which, I guess I'll just do this. That's so hard to fucking... These guys are too weak for my burst, and hold on. I need to grab a different weapon. And also grab something to... Oh, what am I doing? Hikau. Hikau stars. Perfect. Do I have knockdown immunity on you? I should. I don't. Right, I have a 280 range build for this one. I don't really need 280 range for what I'm showing, so I'll just put this on for now, and I'll just take it off after. Okay. So... Really? This doesn't knock enemies over? Wait. I need something to knock enemies over. Shit. I need something that knocks enemies over. Chat, what knocks enemies over? Sonicore, good call. The fuck? Where's my Sonicore? Oh my god. I don't have the sun gun. Banshee's fiber. Fake gamer, true. That's really funny. What was I doing earlier that was like a perfect like showcase of it? It was a status effect. What status effect was I using? It's probably just impact procs, actually. Let me just grab an impact weapon. You know what? The Burstin was a bad example. Yeah, you know what? Here. I don't know what I was doing. What was I doing? Elec proc will probably do it. Elec. I just need something that messes with their fucking animation, to be honest with you. Hold on. I promise it's more common than me, like, struggling to fucking set it up. It's just a matter of, like, trying to do it in a controlled environment to make it fucking more obvious is obnoxious. Okay, there we go. So Elec makes these guys do a knockdown for some reason. There we go. So if I get a Banshee sonar spot on this guy, and it's on his foot here, I can hit his foot, except no, I can't, because not really. And then it gets moved around. So, like, this bottom part of his foot doesn't have collision. And then when he gets knocked around, it's even worse. Because then it's, like, over here, and it's all sideways. And it's, like... His whole leg has the multiplier, but, like, where does the leg stop? Is it up here? Is it here? Does it go all the way to here? I don't know. It's not really fucking clear, is it, man? It's very obnoxious. The fact that his foot has collision sometimes based on his fucking animation, is really obnoxious. I'm shooting at the same spot. Oh, that one got it. And then it's not doing damage anymore. Oh, that one hit it. Oh, there we go. It's like his hitbox is moving around too much. Right? It's on a random body part. This one here. Where is this one? Is it on his back? Is it on his leg? I can't tell, and neither can you. I can shoot generally in the area of the sonar. If they remove the inability to recast sonar, or if it disables the previous weak points on recast she's done. Philip Freak, I have something really funny to show you, if you believe that to be true. Because, ready for this? 1 weak spot, 2 weak spots on each leg. If I cast a third time, it removes the oldest one. Oh, sorry, it doesn't even do that. Or it did, and it just got really unlucky. Nope, no extra weak spots. There we go, there's a new weak spot. I'm just gonna keep casting this. This Banshee right here, this setup that you see, very misleading. Because the way these weak spots actually work is each body part is capped to 2 multipliers per cast. So what that means is when you cast sonar and it picks a body part. Let me pick a humanoid to make it a little bit more clear. Let me pick a humanoid. Let me grab a butcher. Basically, if I cast sonar here, right? And I cast sonar again. Both of these highlights are on the torso. So, because both of those highlights are on the torso, I can't get any more highlights on the torso. There's no more that I can get. Any future highlights that I get will be on the other body parts. So she has a soft cap. And if I sit here and I spam the shit out of sonar like this, even though this guy's entire body is covered in sonar weak points, the cap for any of them is 2. That's it. Wherever you shoot is always going to be 2 sonar spots. Even better than that, however, is that if I take off resonance, the augment, there is a cap of 2 sonar spots. So if I just spam the shit out of this, there's 2. If I cast again, the old spots should get deleted. Oh, maybe they don't. Okay. There's no cap visual, but there's a cap for the hitbox. Yes. I need more of these. Hold on. There we go. So this guy's entire body being covered in weak spots, I'll never get more than 2 dips of Banshee sonar, which is still really fucking strong. Previously, there was a cap of 2. I guess they removed that at some point. It shows what I know. Kind of useless to spam it unless you exclusively want it at the head or the dick. Yes and no. It's really good to spam this in squads. Because if you're in a team, constantly spamming this ability very aggressively will net you a lot of value for your allies, especially if you're a high-strength Banshee. If you're a high-strength Banshee with a ton of casting speed shards, so, like, honestly, I can get rid of this and I could do another casting speed shard now because of Arcane Sculptor, which I do need to finish maxing out. It's just really fucking good. Even unmaxed, it's really good. Even unranked, Arcane Sculptor is really good. Dude, low-key, I'm like so down to just fucking buy Sculptor. Although, I saw that Sculptor was kind of expensive to buy. I guess people don't like farming for it. But I don't know why. The missions are really easy, but I guess people aren't running solo good railjacks or something. I don't know. That does remind me, I need to finish doing Railjack stuff. Because we did... What did we do? We did all of Venus. We did Saturn. We did Neptune. We still have to do Pluto and Vale. And we did all of Earth. So we did like all of these planets. We just need these 2 left. It's just not fun. Need a useless player for Railjack? Well, unfortunately for these missions, you have to just run them solo, because you have to do solo to do your own Railjack. I honestly think that the problem is that you can't use your own Railjack for missions with teammates. I don't know what the fuck DE was thinking, but whoever was in charge of that decision genuinely needs to, like that needs to be changed immediately. Having to go to solo mode before you load the relay, then load the relay, and then fucking do the thing, like, that sucks. Vauban's situation where he's good with 3 to 4 Bastilles. Yeah, there's 3 Bastilles now instead of the unlimited amount of Bastilles you had before. I know the ability cap. I know about the ability and the enemy cap trade-off. You want to play the cool space pirate game mode with my friends, but if you do, you have to use the worst Railjack ever made. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with the default Railjack. Bro, they should have genuinely used my bum-ass Railjack as the baseline for the new Railjacks. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. That was such a stupid decision. Anybody could have told him that was a bad choice. Like, use my Railjack as the baseline. Because my Railjack was fucking cracked. And I have the best gear and the best mods. The default Railjack is fucking awful. It's like the default Railjack has, like, nothing on it. It has, like, the worst fucking abilities ever, too. Like, neither one of them have Seeker Volley, or Shatter Burst, or Blackout Pulse. Like, huh? You know if DE fucked up with something when Nev and Warframe Reddit share an opinion? The idea of giving 2 super Railjacks so the newbies can see the potential is good, but they're awful setups. One of them has Seeker. Which one has Seeker? I did both, and neither had Seeker. It was fucking, it was Void Hole and Phoenix Blaze. Neither of them had Seeker. Unless they changed it. One of them did not have Seeker. It was one had Void Hole and one had Phoenix Blaze. Neither one had Seeker. Objectively the best fucking ult. Unless you're running multiplayer. In which case, okay, then you can do Void Hole. Did they change it so that one of them has Seeker? Also, can we talk about the fucking tactical intrinsics they just picked randomly? I swear to God they auto-installed. Who the fuck needs... which one was it? But battle stations. Battle stations, bro. Who the fuck needs battle stations? Who the fuck needs fire suppression and void cloak, dog? Oh, it wasn't fire suppression, it was battle forge. One of them is battle forge and one of them is void cloak. Brother, are we joking? Are we joking? Are we joking? Hello? Flow burn. The fucking oh, sorry. No, one of them does have flow burn. I remember. It's the red one. Red one has flow burn. And the other one is fucking void cloak. Brother, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, hello? They also didn't add any new Railjack mods. They didn't add any new Railjack missions. They didn't add any new Railjack parts other than weapons. They added nothing for Railjack. So all the things that people who like Railjack would have wanted, they added nothing. They added nothing regarding Railjack. Public Railjack for Kuva's Showdown. Battleforge legit saved us on numerous occasions because of how often the ship was breaking. Y'all, that is actually depressing. That is genuinely pathetic. You really dislike the Railjack part system? I think the Railjack part system is fine. It's a bit grindy, but it's okay. So this here, Valence Fusion, I can put my Mark III into here, and it's maxed out. So I don't need this Mark III anymore, right? Because this is just better. If I just really quickly compare this. So hold on. So I'm going to go to my pilot and equip the Mark IV Photor. And if I compare it to the Mark III... okay, here we go. Photor. It's just worse in every way, right? Yeah. That's such a huge drop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mark IV is insane. So I can scrap this then. Well, that's nice, I guess. Okay, so let's try the Carcinox then. And go to here. And Carcinox. Oh, did I already max out this one? Yeah, I did. Okay, it's already good. So I can just scrap this then. Okay. Cryophon. Mark III. I already maxed out the Cryophon? Yeah, I did. Okay. This is so obnoxious, this system here. It's okay. Pulsar. Why does this exist? Oh, is this the default? The fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Huh? What is this doing here? That's not supposed to be here. What? Huh? What? That is not supposed to... Huh? What? Huh. That's really interesting. Huh. That's really interesting, man. That's not supposed to happen. I just realized that I can do this. Wait. So, what does that do? Because... Yo, chat. What do you mean, why am I going crazy? The dome charge is in my fucking pilot gunner slot. Hello? That's the dome charge. That's the fucking artillery. That's the fucking... Brother, wait. Hold on. Surely that doesn't save. Oh my god, it saves. Wait. Hang on. I have to see this. Oh. There's a dude there now. I have to see this, yo. There's no way. Never change turrets ever. I don't think I can. I think it would be a sin. Let's just go to Earth here and go to the free flight. And just, I'm really curious to see what happens. Me too, dude. Because if I have a primary fire dome charge... I've been playing Railjack a long time, and I've never seen that. Okay, well, I can't left click. There's just a picture of the dome charge in the bottom corner. There's just a picture of the dome charge. Oh, I can launch missiles. That's good. Oh no, that's a picture of the missiles. Do I have the dome charge in the other yeah, actually, that's a great question. Let's see here. How was Railjack on release? It was awful. So I can dome charge down here, and I can swap to my other weapons down here, too. What if I, now that I've loaded dome charge there, what happens up here? Oh, I can't even ADS. This is so sad. Well, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping. That's really funny. You just don't get turrets. Yeah, that's really funny. The game unequipped the primary gun? Probably. That's probably exactly what happened. That is still really funny. I've never seen that before. Anyways, I have this now. 42% crit chance and 4x crit damage is fucking nuts. That's ridiculous. Yeah, this is the picture of the thing. The alt fire. By the way, why do these even exist? Okay? These fucking things are just so... Ugh. I don't know why those exist. Well, the only thing I need to do is get a Mark IV Vort Talon. No, not Vort Talon. What do I need Mark IV left? I need a Glazio, an Apoc, and a Lathe. And then I will have all Mark IV weapons. Grendel buff when? I don't think Grendel needs a buff. He's fine. He's just not my playstyle. But he's fine. And then that's it. I will have all of the Mark IV weapons. Yippee. Yeah, they didn't add new armor. They didn't add new engines. They didn't add new shield arrays. They didn't add new reactors. They didn't add new passives. They didn't add new anything. So I don't really get the point of the Railjack update. Or the Railjack changes, because they didn't add shit, you know? It's his stomach that needs more capacity. That's the only buff that's needed. Well... yeah. Sol Galeo is appearing in 5-star buffs. Hildren buff desperately needed. I miss when Grendel had unlimited stomach capacity. 5 enemy stomach capacity doesn't feel right for the World Eater, you know? There's a new Pokemon. inside my house called a roly-coly. I've never seen this guy before. A max of 10 would do wonders. Galarian Pokemon, that's why I've never seen this guy. Very cool. I got 22,000 XP from fucking nothing. Anyways. Alright. Concept is Ilara Gaming. He'll probably like to join. Omega is playing. I'll invite Helza, why not? Oh, good. Everybody joined. Wonderful. Wonderful. You join anybody eating dinner? Racism. You being Grendel IRL? True? IRL Grendel? Lavos. Banshee! Let's go! Actually, I don't know how good Banshee is here. Because, range. We'll see. We'll find out. That's just what you had equipped? That's so funny. Because I don't know if Banshee's range is big enough for the defense. Hey, you know what, though? I trust the Banshee. I trust Banshee. Banshee is correct. Nearly 3 a.m. Let me know when you want to play Soulframe. Man, poor dude. Dude's up at fucking the ass crack of dawn. Let's see. There goes Omega. Out of dome charges and no resources, tough. Oh, there we go. It's okay, we'll get resources when we come back. Oh, fucking Orphix mission. GG, dude. Alright, let's play Find the Orphix. There it is. I do fuck all to this guy. Here's my thing. There we go. Oh my god damn it. You're fucking kidding me. I couldn't get out of the ability in time. It's annoying. Oh well. There we go. You know, they really should add like a resource that's worth grinding in this area, you know? Like to this mission. There should be a reason to do these missions. Exterminate, I guess. Nice. Unless you're dying to have my presence, you must go. Be back post gaining 190 pounds. That's funny. Where the fuck are enemies at? Oh, there we go. Nice. There we go. God, I love Banshee. Oh, we're good. How do Warframe players ruin the game for everyone else? I crashed out about it in the earlier part of the stream. But I really do think that Warframe players are the fucking worst thing to exist, dude. Like, the TLDR is that they are just fucking bad people. They're just obnoxious. They don't let people criticize things. They don't let people enjoy things. They don't let people fucking disagree with them on anything. Like, they're just bad people. They're really toxic. And they have a toxic positivity. Like, you can't criticize Warframe or else you're dev bashing. You can't praise Warframe or else you're glazing. You can't like a certain game mode because then you're just a fucking idiot and you haven't played enough. You can't dislike a game mode or else you just don't understand how to play it and you're bad at it. You can't do level cap content because then you're a sweaty tryhard. You can't do build focused or build oriented content because then you're ruining the game for everyone else. Like, you're just not allowed to play the game. Like, if you play the game, it has to be their way, their fucking rules, and like anything that doesn't line up with the way that they like to do things just fucking sucks. And they hate it, and they'll chase you out of the community for it. And they've done it before, and they continue to do it. If you complain about something, you have to do it the way that they complain about things, which is typically just whining about something and not knowing what the fuck you're talking about. Right? Which is very different from, like, having a legitimate complaint or something that actually bothers you about the game. Like, you're only allowed to whine about shit that makes no fucking sense. It's just stupid. Warframe players are just stupid individuals, and they're bad, and I hate them. I think you're just describing gamers. No, I'm describing Warframe players, man. I'm gonna intruder stasis that. We have a fire on ship. We need somebody clearing shit out inside. It's very different when Warframe players do it as well. It is not the same. Okay, we decided to hop out of dome charge even though I intruder stasis too. It's okay. I will just take care of this. That ship's gonna die. Like, Warframe players just fucking suck as people. They make the game unenjoyable for everybody else. Like, they just suck. I hate them. I really do hate them. I think they're bad people. Guys, please get in the ship before it dies. Please. God damn it. We have to deal with this. Fucking goddamn it. Please. Please get in the ship. Get in the objective. There we go. It doesn't even have to do with the game's popularity, man. The community was always a fucking shithole, in my opinion. Do I go to A? I feel like Omega goes to A, but it's okay. Okay, well I hit lasers anyway, so fucking GG, I suppose. Here I am fucking doing everything right, and I just walk into lasers like a fucking tard. I also think Warframe players are uniquely bad at their own game. Like, every other community that ruins gaming, like Call of Duty gamers, right? They ruin the game for everybody else because everybody's trying to clip farm and be a streamer, right? And, like, none of them are successful. They're all fucking mid with, like, maybe 10 followers on Twitch. And that's, like, if they're lucky, right? Like, every single one of them wants to fucking clip farm. And they all want to fucking be, like, these hot shots. And they're all fucking, like, sweating their dicks off because they're trying to be famous, right? But at least they're good at the fucking game. At least when they play the video game, you're not like, God damn it, another fucking Call of Duty player, you know? Because they're at least competent at the fucking video game that they play. There we go. Undetected. The way the Lord intended. Where the fuck? There we go. Oh, I like the Cynex use. That's a fun one. Cynex, good weapon. You'd think it's an internet thing, but then you see someone with a leash on cosplaying as Varuna, yeah, and it's just somebody's fucking, like, pet kink. Ass cheeks out, by the way. Two times their pants fell down and their ass was just exposed to the audience. Oh, hard reset. That's a good mod. That's a fucking fun one. Dang. That's cool. Volatile. Not this one. And a fucking Ivara part. Crazy. Kink con. Yeah, real. Okay. More shit to kill. Let's see. More security nodes. Let's see. There's more up here. It's whatever your switch weapons button is, yeah. Oh. I will intruder stasis that. Try not to get a fire while we deal with those. Is our teammate inside of this? Sure hope not. Okay. We still have to deal with those enemies inside. Okay, we have been breached. Yeah, we're on fire right now. We have to get rid of these fucking things before they cause a problem. Okay. There we go. Oh! Do that. Hope we don't do this shit. You're so glad you didn't bother watching the stream? Yeah, as you should be. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. There we go. Ah, I missed the door. Cringe. Alright. Fun mission time. Good old Banshee player. Just get to sit here and chill. Lovely. Oh shit. Ah. Go. That should be good that we can leave out of here. Yep. Okay, we're not boarded. Sorry you couldn't stay longer? No, it's okay, man. Yippee! Woohoo! All right, a very GG's indeed. That's probably enough for me too. I think I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna go play Warframe with my wife. Did we get any Mark IV weapons? We didn't get a single Mark IV. We got Hard Reset though, that's a really cool mod. Have a good one. Yeah. Later, homies. That's also a goodbye to stream moment. I want to go hang out with my wife. Goodbye.